Hi, good people. Hello, hello. And I want to welcome you all this evening to my live. And before I jump in, seriously, I must apologize. I made a post last week, last Monday, I believe, and I said that I would start going live every day at 6 a.m. No, that's not happening. Y'all, I tried. I gave it my best effort. I truly did. I went live for 3 days. So that was Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And y'all have not seen me since. I tried to do it Friday morning. I just didn't have it in me. And let me explain to you why. I have sarcoidosis. That is an autoimmune disease. And if you look at my hands right now, you can see that, oh, this finger is real jacked up. So praise be unto God. I don't have any of my organs affected, but I do suffer from chronic inflammation and I'm on steroids. I will likely be on steroids for the rest of my life. I've been on steroids since 2018 and then off them for a while. And I tried to get off of them this year in September. I thought, finally, I'm done. No, 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 no. I'm not one of those who can survive without the steroids. So I'm going to be fluffy from now on because I need my medication and I ain't caring. I need my medication to function. So, yeah, Friday morning was a very, very rough morning. And in the mornings, I have to get up and I have to massage my hands and I have a massager for my legs, my neck, and my back. So I have to do this so I can function and I can't sit for a long time. And that's my life. That's like my daily activity. So yeah, doing it at getting up every morning at 5:30 and getting ready to present to y'all and share with y'all and love on y'all to the best of my ability. That just it was a little too much, but I am dedicated and committed to showing up. It just won't be at 6 o'clock in the morning. I will show up every day. And right now, it's going to be in the evenings because I do have a regular 9 to 5. Now, on the days that I actually work from home, I can take my lunchtime and go live. So I'm not going to give an actual schedule except for on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, Saturdays, and Sunday. It will likely be between 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock that I will go live, and I will be live for 30 minutes unless I have people joining me and we're engaging and there are questions asked. So, if you paid attention to my title tonight, I want to talk about passive income. And y'all know this channel is Making Money Made Simple. So I am trying to give you options to generate income you control, income that's not tied to a boss or a job, income that continues to work even when you don't, income coming in while you're sleeping, while you're playing, while you're reading, whatever it is you are wanting to do, not having to physically clock in, being able to generate income, generate worldwide income. So, I'm into digital marketing and creating digital products because when you create a digital product, you then open yourself up to a worldwide audience. You're not relegated to your city, your town, your state, your country. You are able to sell to a worldwide audience. You are able to reach an audience that is worldwide. So that is why I have such a passion for digital products. And if you paid attention to any of my content, you know that I jumped in September of last year. And I jumped into this space to supplement my income. I retire in 2.5 years, and I know, was knowing back then that when I do retire, I will not have my same salary matched. I am very confident in one stream of retirement income, but the other stream is Social Security, and law knows we don't know what that's going to look like from month to month, let alone in 2.5 years. So, one I'm confident in, the other not so much. But either way, I'm hoping I have some little grand youngins and I'm hoping I can spoil them like I was spoiled and my children were spoiled, and that I can love on them and travel with my grandchildren like my mom traveled with my children. So I have so many hopes and dreams. And I'm also hoping that when I retire, I can retire my girls because they have dreams of being their own boss. They have ideas of businesses they want to go into. So my goal is not only to retire myself in 2028, but to also retire my angels, my beautiful children, so that they can go on and do great things and serve their community because that's where their heart is. Anyway, what I came into this on tonight for is to just a few years ago, I was introduced to what I didn't term as passive income because I didn't realize it was passive income. A friend of mine, great friend, introduced me to strategies so that I can bring in money that I bring in when I'm not doing anything but whatever I'm doing. One thing he introduced me to back then was cashback. Cashback offers on credit cards. He's like, stop using cash. And the reason I came into this tonight is because someone left a comment on one of my videos and they were talking about pretty much that when was the last time you touched money? And I'm going, boy, now you just woke up some giants just then. And that's the truth. I do not carry, I don't even carry cash. I literally do not carry cash. If I do have cash, it's because my children have asked for something and they're like, I don't want cash either. Here, I've got some cash. Eh, Cash at me, and I'm going to give you the actual bills. And that's literally the only time I will have cash. I don't touch it. I don't care for it. I just I don't engage with cash. So all of my engagement is literally through credit cards. So I don't know. Oh, my pen has gone off. Okay. So literally through credit cards. Jac Rip introduced me, I think it may have been 2019, 2018 or 2019 into cashback on credit cards. He's like, whatever you can pay with a credit card, pay it. Stop using cash. Stop letting them do auto drafts out of your account. If you can pay any bill on a credit card, put all of your bills. I was literally sitting in his living room going over strategies to build income. And he's just giving me all of these golden nuggets. And I'm like, wow, what? And yet, never in my life did I think of that. I lived, was a whole adult. Not once did I think about cashback offers. But he's saying any bill that you have, if you can put it on a card, put it on the card. And that is exactly what I do. The only thing I don't have on a credit card is my mortgage because I can't. But I've heard, here's another little nugget. If you have your mortgage with, hey, Dumpling, if you have your mortgage with Bank of America, I've been told if you've got a card with them, you can put your mortgage on that card. I, that's something I can't take advantage of because my mortgage is not with Bank of America. But anyway, I digress. Anything else, literally every bill that I owe is on a credit card. If I go to Zaxby's and get my large order of fries, that baby is put on a credit card. I don't care. I can go somewhere and get some sweet tea. I can go to Starbucks and get a brownie. Everything is put on a credit card. And I literally, last Christmas, I did not spend one dime. And you best believe my family, they got some good stuff. Not one dime did I spend because I used all of my cash back. On the cards that I have, I cashed all of it in. I would charge whatever I purchased for my daughters, for my family members, anything I purchased for them. I just cashed in the cash back because I don't spend it throughout the year. I let it accumulate. So when Christmas time came around, I spent no money. That was the second year I've done that. Spending whatever I spent Christmas time, I cashed in every dime. So, of course, in January, well, the bills that I paid in December, that starts my new year. So, from December to November, that is what I spend on Christmas gifts. And it's like, it feels so good when my Christmas is paid for, not because I've been such a good saver, but because I've been such a good spender. Because whatever I'm doing anyway. If I'm getting groceries, if I'm getting gas. And a lot of those cards, gas is 5% cash back. If you are like I am, you fill up your car at least once a week. I fill up once a week. That's 5% cash back every time I put gas in that tank. You best believe. And then I have another card. I just got a card that matches my cash in the first year. That's that card that has that 5% cash back on gas. And throughout the month, they run specials. So if you purchase this kind of item, just a special for this month, you may get 8% on glassware. You have no idea, but you pay attention when your credit card company sends you an email or a text. Pay attention because it's likely they're sending you offers that you can take advantage of for a 30-day period. Use it till you can't use it anymore. Get those cashback offers. So that's what I want to talk to you about. I just harped on the credit cards, but I want to go over how this is done. And I'm going to try my best, y'all, to keep this under 30 minutes. So we're already at 11 minutes. So I'm going to go through all of these and it, just come back and play it over and over and get the pieces that you won't throw the rest away. All right, with credit cards, cash back stacking. That's what I'm talking about. You go in, and I did it. I made a list. I have no idea where it is. I've gotten so good once I left Jack. I got so good that I don't have to remember what my cards offer because this little jewel right here, I keep this every time I've got my apps for my cards. And so they automatically send in my apps when I see that I've got a little notation that a number, I've received a message from my credit card company. I look at it. And if it's a cashback offer, I activate it immediately because it's normally that special offer is for a 30-day period. I activate that rascal immediately. So, cashback stacking, list your main credit cards, look up what each card pays extra cash back on, like gas, groceries, and dining. You make sure Copeland's is one of my favorite restaurants. Y'all, I get 6.5% when now I don't go as often as I used to, but I get 6.5% on one of my cards dining at Copeland's. I don't know what their connection is to Copeland's, but if I go, that's 6.5%. So I put the meal, I put the tip, I'll treat other people because I'm going to get my cash back. Match cards to spending. So your grocery cards for groceries, gas cards for gas. You see where you get that best cash back offer and you stick with it for purchasing those items. Literally, that 5% cash back. That is the only card I use to get my gas. Um, this is the most important part of being able to take advantage of cashback options. I'm going to say this slowly. This only works if you pay the balance off monthly. No interest, none, just rewards. I am not paying anybody's interest. I've mentioned before, I'm cheap. I'm cheap until it comes to my children. I'm cheap. I won't pay any interest. I'm not doing it. If I have to charge it and I know I can't pay it off, I'm not charging it. I'm passing. I'm literally going to pass. I don't care how good the offer is. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care how bad I want it. I don't want it paid off more than I want to receive it. So my priority is paying that baby off. I am not paying anybody's interest. So, this process, we're going to say it again, this process only works if you pay it off each month. Make sure you pay off that balance. Make sure you pay off that balance, but you make sure you get your rewards. Okay, the next section. So, the first one was credit cards. The next one is your bank account sign up bonuses. I'm just going to give this plug Capital One is exceptional for getting your a checking account or a savings account with them and giving you a bonus if you deposit a certain amount. So if you have to deposit $1,000, you're going to get $250 back, $300 back as your sign up bonus. That's sweet. That is real sweet. Pick one bonus that fits you. For example, get $300 for setting up direct deposit. Now, there and pretty much all of them do this. Now, my job will allow us to split direct deposits. I've not done that. I should have, but I've not done it because I'm a creature of habit. So my bank, that's been my bank since 1987. That, well, they changed names, and I moved with them once they moved. But since 1987, that has been my bank. um because I'm a creature of habit and they take such good care of me, I won't have my direct deposit going anywhere else. But again, my company allows a split direct deposit. So for anybody who is opening up a new account, or if your company allows you to split direct deposits, and it doesn't have to be like the true 50% of your check. 50% goes here, 50% goes there. If you want to get like $500 of your paycheck directly going to that, it's just a direct deposit that's consistent and consistently going in each month. But you check the terms and conditions. But that's a $300 bonus, y'all. And I very few companies, or very few financial institutions don't offer that. You will find more offering it than not. So that is a $300 direct deposit bonus, and it doesn't have to be all of your paycheck. Okay, open the account and follow the rules exactly: the direct deposit, the minimum balance, etc. Because you don't want to be charged if you have a $500 minimum balance, or you're going to be charged $5 a month. Make sure you're able to maintain that minimum balance, please, because those fees add up. If you've got that direct deposit coming in and you've already allocated those, make sure you still maintain that minimum balance. Set a reminder for when the bonus should hit, and decide if you'll keep it or close the account. Cashback browser. Oh my gosh, this I like happened upon. I was in, what is that store that my children just love? Not Fashion Nova. I can't think of it, but it's whatever the store is. We were in the store. They were playing the radio, and a commercial came on, and they were talking about Rakuten. I see Rakuten commercials on TV all the time. Yeah, see that all the time. That day in the store when we were school shopping is actually what we were doing. I downloaded the app at that moment. The cashback that I got from being a part of Rakuten, that's a real deal. Now, you may think, oh, I'm only saving 75 cents here. Oh, I'm only saving $1.49 here. Y'all, it adds up. When you start getting deposits and you're never touching them, you can look around and have $100 quickly. It all depends on how often you're shopping and what you're shopping for, what stores you're shopping in. But that's just it. That's untouched money. The only thing you have to do is what you were going to do anyway. That's passive income. You're not having to do anything else but just do. You don't have to do anything else but however your schedule works, to do what you do on each and every day, whatever your habits are, follow those. But now you're connected to something that can generate income just for you, just exhibiting your normal, your regular behaviors. Honey, I don't know anything about Honey, but I do know a lot about Capital One shopping. I don't purchase anything on Amazon that's not connected to Capital One shopping. Sometimes I will look for items specifically to see if I get either a 2.5% cash back, if there is money saved on that item. I'm going to get my Capital One saving. I downloaded the app here and I put the extension on my computer. So even if I'm not thinking about it, now I've gotten into such a habit that once I put in and I select that I want to purchase an item, my Capital One shopping is dropping immediately. It is letting me know this is the best price for this item. So I may not necessarily get cash back from it, but I saved because since I have the extension attached to Amazon, I have it attached. I can't think right now, so I'm not gonna. I have it attached to Fashion Nova. I have it attached to Pandora. And you see, I'm a Pandora girl. Anyway, I have Capital One Shopping. If you don't have that extension on your computer or however you shop, if you primarily shop with your phone, get that app downloaded on your phone. So it's going to automatically track your shopping. And if there are cashback offers, it's going to tell you right then how much it is and when it will be credited to your account. If there's money saved, it's going to look at the price or the item you're purchasing. If that's the cheapest price you can get that item for, it's going to give you, or if it's not, it's going to give you shopping codes attached to Capital One that you may not know. There could be a code right now, a discount code. And if Capital One is aware that there's a discount code out there floating on this offer that you're not aware of, Capital One's going to find it for you, and it is going to let you know. It's going to try the codes that will give you the biggest discount. It'll give you 10, but it's going to run all 10 of them to see what will give you the biggest discount. Saving money, passive income. All you're doing is doing what you're going to do anyway, but you've attached yourself to systems that will generate you savings. So you're generating more income. Okay, loyalty programs, arbitrage. I have no idea what arbitrage is, but it's saying that you can download their apps, sign up for all free loyalty programs you actually use for groceries, gas, airlines. Okay, I do know what that is. I just didn't know that's what it was called. I'm a Delta girl. So, not Delta. I fly Delta. So, Delta girl and a Marriott type, I love that chain. So, that is my loyalty program. I do not pay full price for anything. My loyalty points gets me discounts. I did not know that's what it was called. So it's loyalty program arbitrage. But yes, if there is a loyalty program attached to whatever purchases you make, whatever is consistent, there's a loyalty program attached to Xfinity. So I get new services. And I can't wait till I talk to y'all about this next one. Okay. So loyalty programs for things you get on a routine basis. Even um where I get my car service, there's a loyalty program there. So I get good little discounts all the time. Get things in the mail. um, Automated high yield savings accounts, not just your regular savings account, but high yield savings account counts. You deposit that money in there. That's your savings account. In one of my other videos, I said because I had to support my daughter in a situation she was dealing with, I drained my savings. Had I been in this business then, I wouldn't have drained my savings. But that is what it's for. It is for you to save your money, not to just go in there and pick at it and touch it and withdraw from it, because there's a penalty if you have so many withdrawals per month. But anyway, so you put that money away in your savings account, not a regular savings account, a high yield savings account. Some of those can go up to 6%. The savings account I have is a very competitive rate, and you best believe every 6 months, I check to see where rates are. There are only three different places I will move money to. So I check to make sure I'm still in a very good space. And because I have a relationship with my bank, I have a very stable, steady, and great relationship with my bank. And like I said, I'm a creature of habit. I'm very loyal. So if where the other two places I have considered moving money to, if it's not a big enough difference, I'm staying where I am, staying where I've been since 1987. So, but you can, and make sure it is a high yield savings account, not just a regular savings, because you will get a teeny tiny percentage of the money you have in the bank, but a high yield savings account. Um, and you can set it up for automatic transfer. But yeah, promise yourself not to touch it unless it is a real emergency or opportunity. Cash back grocery apps. This works. I have Ibotta. I saw a commercial on that and I'm like, let me see this. Fetch, I used to have Fetch. I loved Fetch. Got a lot of things with Fetch. That's when I was shopping at Target. Ain't doing that. But yeah, I got so many discounts through Fetch. So it does work, but they changed their program, changed their options, and it got to be annoying because at first all you had to do was just within, I think, 7 or 14 days of the purchase, all you had to do was scan the receipt, all your stuff popped up. That was also a great way to keep up with your purchases. In case you lost your receipt, needed to take something back to the store, you could just pull up your little Fetch app and say, look, this is when I bought it. This is a little barcode on the receipt because it's right here in Fetch. So you could do all of that, so it served dual purposes. But the bonuses I used to get back from Fetch, because I would use the points. It would categorize what you purchased. It would give you the points for your purchases. Then you could cash in. I was scanning receipts from all over the place. If somebody came in my house and they weren't a member in Fetch, you best believe they knew not to throw away that receipt until Mama had scanned it. But yes, so those, they make a difference. And again, you may think, oh, this is annoying. Is it really benefiting me? Yes, it is. Now, true enough, it does take commitment to make sure you do it. But when you see how much of a savings you can get, and y'all, I don't care if it's $5 here and there, that's still a savings. You can take that $5 that you've saved on a grocery trip and put it in your savings account, and you're just stacking money. I'm telling you, wherever we can save, we need to be saving. In this economy, stuff is so shaky, stuff is so uncertain. We need to be able that we control what we can control. And what you can control is a decision you make to help yourself. Get in a position to look outside of the box, to stop acting and thinking the way you normally do, and see what you can do to generate income from multiple sources. Just generate income from multiple sources. Bill negotiating apps. This is what I got extremely excited about a little while ago. Heard a promotion on Sirius XM about Rocket Money, and you pay whatever the fee is each month. And I'm like, ain't nobody paying no fee. That's money I could be saving. No, y'all, seriously. With Xfinity in particular, when I mentioned, I don't know what I mentioned. Oh, loyalty program, and I said Xfinity had a loyalty program. I have my bills, and I've got Rocket Money connected to um, things for me, and they also keep track of what I'm paying each month. If I paid a little more this month when I had a subscription that I forgot about, and it said, okay, it told me you've got 7 days left on your promotion, or 11 days left on your promotion. After the promotion ends, it's going to go up to this month. And I saw it. I kept getting my alerts, and it continues to alert you until you hit OK. So every day you're going to get that reminder. You are under a subscription. It's going to go to this amount. Once your trial period ends, be aware. And I ignored it. And what I was paying $12 for the subscription, it popped up to $25. And I'm like, okay, all right. So I was mad. I was mad. That was on me. I did it to myself. And I canceled it because I wasn't using it. And I'm like, it was a trial for me. So you had your 3 months just to try it. You had 14-day free trial, then 3 months at half the price. Anyway, I wasn't using it. It was a waste of money. But yes, Rocket Money pays attention to your spending habits. Rocket Money, if you give them access, they see how much you spend on a bill this month. If there's anything different, they alert you. You paid $199 for this bill last month. This month you paid $235. Why? Yeah, that's what they told me about Xfinity. And I'm like, I don't know why. Well, there was a promotion that ran out in 12 months. So I called Xfinity and I told them. I then made my adjustment in Rocket Money for how much I was paying from the negotiated price. And they, gave me some extra perks and whatnot. So it went down from my 199, it went up to 235. So it went lower than my 189 to stay with them to 187. So I paid 187. I paid 187 for a month. Rocket Money came back and told me they could negotiate it down even further. Now, 199 is what I was paying under my promotion for a year. It went up to 235. Money said, "Why are you paying 235 when you were paying 199?" Because I totally forgot. Caught it because of Rocket Money. Then I go back. I'm not paying this. I'm not paying this. It's not worth 235. Okay, well, if you stay with us, we're going to lock it in and it'll be locked in at 187. Okay, I can do that. Rocket Money comes back and they're like, yeah, no, I pretty much, I see you paid 187. That's good. I can get it even lower. Rocket Money got it down to 148. Yes, they did. So just by being attached to a bill negotiating app, just by being attached, those weren't things that now I would have paid attention when I looked at my credit card statement and saw that Xfinity had gone up from 199 and some change to 235. I would have caught it a month later. Oh, no, 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 not a month later, because I pay attention to my credit card statements. So I would have caught it, but that bill would have already been paid. Rocket Money caught it the day it was paid, alerted me. I negotiated to come lower because I'm not paying 235. I get 187. Rocket Money then gets 148. So build negotiating apps. If you don't have them, check them out, connect them to your bills, let them negotiate on your behalf for lower rates. Review the savings and decide if the fee they take is worth it. If it is, keep it running. I pay them $10 a month, $120 a year. But you see, from 235 to 148, they saved me almost $100 with their negotiating, and they caught the fact that my bill went up. Okay, so affiliate next one. Affiliate links for things you already use. This is what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get better with that. But as I'm building my business, I am putting time into building my business. So I've not really gotten into this. And within the digital growth community, we have so much in-depth training, interactive training, excuse me, for affiliate marketing. I'm going to get into it one day. Right now, I just don't have time. I'm going to go on vacation shortly, so I'll be able to do a lot more. But affiliate links for things you already use. And I'm just going to straight up read this. Write down 3 to 5 products you recommend all the time, like books, tools, software, etc. Search product affiliate program or use Amazon Associates. I am an Amazon associate. Sign up, grab your link, and save it in your notes. Share the link when it fits naturally, like in your bio, in descriptions, in emails, or DMs with a quick disclosure like, "I may earn a small commission." Yes, you always need to tag it with, "I may earn a small commission." Just let folk know up front you're attached to this. If they purchase it, you're going to get something back from it. Automatic roundup investing. I've got a friend who is an investor. He literally believes in investing. I'm not there yet. I'm a chicken. I don't do no gambling. But anyway, he has Acorn. So one year we were going over his books and he did not even realize he's had Acorn for years. He did not realize how much he has saved or in Acorn. I don't even know if you call it saved or how much he's earned, how much he's generated using Acorn. All he does is if he's purchasing something and it's $1.52, he takes the other 48 cents and lets that deposit automatically in Acorn. If he made a purchase, it was $1.52. He rounds up the purchase. It goes from the purchase to a $2 transaction because 48 cents is automatically deposited into Acorn. Has been doing this for years. So if you're like my mother used to be, this woman went to Walmart and found something to buy every day. Never in my life have I seen somebody who can go to Walmart and literally legitimately find something to purchase every day. But she did. And just think, out of all of those purchases, just round up to the next dollar amount and have that deposited automatically into an investment portfolio. That's what that is. That's that savings. So that money can go toward investments, or it's just a savings platform. Connect your debit card, credit card that you use the most. Turn on round ups so every purchase is rounded to the next dollar and the change is invested. So it is an investment portfolio. Leave it alone and check it monthly, not daily. And like I said, when we were looking through his financials, that was, he checked that. I don't know the last time he had checked it, but in that particular year, he saw what was in his portfolio and his mind was blown. Told me about it then, explained to me the process. I didn't get on board. That was so many years ago, so I should have, but I didn't. Renting out what you already own. Now, for anybody who possibly jumps in and you're wondering why I've been going on for 36 minutes and what I'm talking about generating passive income. And excuse me, y'all, I just got a text. Um, okay. Um, Renting out what you already own. Look around your home for items people borrow. Y'all, like for real, for real. Look around your home for items people borrow often. Tools, cameras, party supplies, lawn equipment. Choose a rental platform that operates in your area. Take clear photos and write a simple description and rules. Set a price and availability. Then let the platform handle bookings and payment. I did not know that was a thing, but I like that thing. This is renting out what you already own. Look for a platform in your area that operates this type of exchange. Take clear photos and write a simple description and rules. Set a price and availability. Then let that platform handle the bookings and the payments. So I'm sure they will take a portion of your fee for they're handling, and that's fine because now this is money. This is an operation that you now have. That's a service that is being offered to you for them to handle all of your information, and you're generating your passive income. All you're doing is loaning out your tools or your stuff. Insurance rebates and good driver rewards. We did that all the time, and you would really be amazed at how much when your insurance company offers those rebates, especially with your children. You've got a 16 and 18-year old on your insurance, and it's like, oh my goodness, that's giving me a whole headache. But when you add that good driver discount, when they get good grades, and there's a list of things that they have to do in order to qualify for that program. But that was say it may be 15%, but that's still money you're saving. So that's money you can put elsewhere in your savings to grow your savings, to switch it to a high yield savings account, start earning interest on that account, put money somewhere else, let your money work for you. Review your policy in 3 to 6 months to make sure your new rates reflect the yes. Make sure your new rates reflect those discounts. And they also offer that 30% with a little device that one of my children said, well, now we can't be doing that. Anyway, that little device that they put on there to monitor your driving, that's 30%. And y'all, well, that would be 30% for us because there are 3 people on there, but it saves you 10%. Since there are 3 of us on my policy, it would be 30% of our premium. So that wherever there's a discount offered, if you can take advantage of it and it makes sense for you, do that. Okay. Simple digital products. Yes, simple digital products for tiny problems. If you go back and you look at the day 2 and day 3 of my lives that were just recorded last week, we're going through the process of creating a digital product and how easy it is, how specific it can be, and how your experience, your knowledge, and your skills is all you need in order to create a digital product. And all you have to know is just a little bit more to solve a problem that somebody has, because they've not solved their problem, they're seeking the solution. If you have a solution, create that digital product and let it start generating you income over and over. And that's income, again, that's worldwide because it's digital. Just download it or print that thing, and you have been paid for what you created. But simple digital products for tiny problems. Pick one tiny problem you've already solved, like budgeting, kids' chores, caregiver notes, job loss planning, etc. Decide the format, whether it's going to be a checklist, literally a checklist, a list that you've created, a checklist of steps and strategies, tools that someone can use to accomplish a particular thing. Decide the format. So, excuse me, checklist. I've been eating too many lemons. Checklist, a template, planner, script, or a guide. Create a simple version. Simplicity sales. It does not need to be complicated. First and foremost, this may be the first time somebody has a digital product that they're using. They don't need instructions and complicated steps in order to get what they need. That's going to be annoying. They're not going to come back to you for anything else because you've already gotten on their nerves. Simplicity sales. Create a simple version in Google Docs, Canva, or Notion. No perfection, just useful. And what those three platforms that are those three things that I just mentioned, they are all free. Now, you do have paid features in using all of these. They're not platforms, whatever I'm trying to say, but Google Docs, Canva, and Notion, they have free versions. You can create any and everything you need in order to generate your income and not have to pay. It's just going to take your time and your commitment to get it done. Upload it to a platform like Gumroad. Y'all know that's my platform. And I don't pay anything to list any of my items. There is no monthly fee. Gumroad takes a percentage. It's like 10% of whatever you sell plus 50%, I think. I can't remember, but it's minimal. It's literally minimal. So they take their portion. They even promote it once you've made $10 total sales on Gumroad. They did then start promoting your store. Free promotions. I've mentioned before, I made $574 in a 48-hour period. So $574 off of digital products I created. I created them one time, put them in the store, let them do what they do. Did absolutely nothing else. Created the products they generated in a weekend. Now, have I may had another weekend like that? I have not. I don't know what was going on. I've never promoted my store. Ever have I promoted my products. I don't know what was going on in that weekend, but in that weekend, that's how much I made off of products I created, put them in the store, uploaded them, gave them the link to the templates, and that's it. I, that's it. I got an alert on my phone that money came in. So every time I made a sale, I got a notification. It was just that simple. And the money was deposited right into my account. Just that simple. So upload it to a platform, Gumroad, Etsy, or your own site. You use System.io, which is a free site. You can create your free website. System.io would be your host. You can have a store, you can have a blog, you can have whatever you need to generate income on a completely free platform. It's just that whatever the name of your business will be, it will have system.io as part of your URL. So If you wanted to call it Sandra's Store, it would be sandrastore.system.io. That's your URL. But wherever you're going to post it and promote it, you copy the link, let people click it. They are taken directly to your store. They can check out, they can see your blog, they can see whatever products you offer. All of that can be done for free. So when I tell you you can create a digital product and start making money and it costs you nothing but your time, your skills, your knowledge, your experience, and your ability to create a product, you can do all of that for free. Okay. And share the link regularly in your content, your bio, and emails so it can sell on repeat. That's it. That's all, y'all. So I just wanted to give you a little information about how you can generate passive income effortlessly, literally effortlessly. Everything I said prior to getting to number 12 is just a matter of looking for opportunities and getting into those opportunities. And once you do it one time, you set it and forget it. Once you have an account in Rocket Money, set it up one time. It's going to work for you on a daily basis. I get notations from Rocket Money every day because it's reminding me of bills that's coming up. It's reminding me how those bills are being paid. So, whatever card they're attached to. So, I can make sure that I pay that card because I also put in my profile that I don't pay interest. So, Rocket Money knows to notify me, okay, you got this bill coming up. This is your due date. You better pay this entire amount. Rocket Money reminds me of that because I've given them access to that information. So that's it. 46 minutes. Hold on. I got to give y'all the cheer. Hold on a minute because I like this kind of stuff. Anyway, so I have given y'all some golden nuggets. Like I really, really have. And I wanted to because I want to get people in a position to literally take control of their financial stability. Don't rely on, and listen to me carefully. I am not telling anybody to quit your job. I am not telling anybody to not be appreciative of your job. I adore my job. I am very appreciative. I had 13 emails, not emails, applications sent in before I was called for my first interview. The interview I was called in for, I got the job. And it was a job that was tailor made for me. God plucked that thing out the sky and slapped my little self in it. That when I say dream job, when I say dream boss, when I say dream organization, I'm telling you now, an absolute dream come true. I love, love, love my job. So we'll never, ever, ever knock a 9 to 5. But that does not mean that we don't need to get in a position to build a safety net, to build a nest egg, to generate income because anything can happen at any given moment. And if you've got that cushion already built, whenever you slip, you're not going to break anything because there's something nice and padded to catch you because you have built income you control from whatever source, however you needed to generate it. You have built income you control. So if you're in between jobs, you can still get your bill paid without worry because you've got that safety net. If an emergency comes up, something you did not see coming, you've got that safety net. And when you have income that you're generating, when you work for a job, you can't get overtime unless there's overtime available. If your salary, like I am, I can work 70 hours a week. I may get comp time and they say, okay, you can take over a spread of time, you can take these hours, but you're not getting any more money. You're not going to get time and a half. You're not going to get double time. Your salary. So what you get paid is what you get paid. So there is nothing I can do to generate more money from my job other than get a promotion, get a raise, or whatever. But that's something that I can't control. I can show up, I can be diligent, I can be dedicated, but I cannot control the income that they give me. What I can control is when I get into a space of generating income that I control by any means necessary. However, I want to do that, generating income that I control. And that is why I'm here. That is the purpose of this channel, to get everybody in the space of generating income you control, knowing that it is in your hands, that you can make the decision to raise the level, to up your game, and get into the space of generating income you control, so that you do start building your safety net, your nest egg, your cushion. And when whatever hits you, it does not completely break you, because you're prepared. That's the deal. Get prepared. Always expect the unexpected and be prepared for it, so you can navigate the space wisely. You can navigate the space in control. You can navigate the space so it's not stressing you out, and y'all, stress kills. So if you want to be healthy mentally, physically, emotionally, you need to be healthy financially, because if your body is in good health but financially you're struggling, it's not going to be long before that reflects in your body. So we want to get into a space where we're able to generate income we control. My method is through digital products. My method is through creating digital products that I have literally sat down and created myself, or by selling and promoting digital products that were created for me, where I have 100% master resale rights. This is not a business where it is MLM. I don't have an upline or a downline. The money that I make is 100% mine. And I have digital products, e-learning products, the products that taught me these skills, the products that open an opportunity for me. I've been wanting to get into generating additional income and watching content creators for almost 2 years. I was trying to follow them. I was trying to get into their space, to get into their lane, but I couldn't, because I couldn't grasp how I actually generated income by creating digital products. Yep, I kept hearing the word, kept hearing the phrase. I saw what their products were, but I could not get it. I could not grasp, because they didn't walk me through step by step how to do it. I do that on two of my videos. I walk you step by step from the time of creating or thinking about what you could potentially create, the steps to the systems I use to create the products, the store I use or the platform I use to promote or house the products, the social media channels I use to promote the products, everything for free. So you can start again bringing in money when you don't have to invest anything but your time, your skills, your knowledge, and your experience, and your creative juices, getting them flowing, seeing what issues are out there. Just think about things that you know and you know well. I go right back. My example, my prime example, is being a caregiver. Until 2010, I knew nothing about being a caregiver. I knew a lot about being a mom, so that's a whole different aspect of providing care and love and nurturing, as opposed to being a caregiver. When I became a caregiver for my grandfather, that was a life I did not know. Did not even have a concept that I would get there one day. Yes, I know your people get older, and yes, I know they're not in the same condition, and yes, I know that they're going to need our help. But that imagining it was nothing like the experience. So if I had a guide like the one I created, and I based what I created in that guide on my experience, what my mom, my aunt, and me experienced caring for my grandfather and my grandmother, then what my siblings and I experienced caring for my mother, and now again, what my siblings and I are experiencing in caring for my stepfather. That's a lot of years. That's a lot of knowledge. Like I said, from 2010, it's 2025. I'm still caring for an elder. I'm still caring for a parent. So that's a lot of knowledge and experience and a lot of heart. That's a whole lot of heart that was put into that product. Because I know if we had had the information that I provided, navigating that space would have been so much easier. We could have been better caregivers for them, because we would have known what to look for. We would have known how to communicate effectively with their doctors. But from notes my mom took and she was meticulous. I opened her little yellow notebook that's still downstairs that we use to care for daddy. I used the notes I took that I put in my phone and just got in a quiet space and literally took hours to create that product because it meant something to me. First, it meant something to me because I thought about, oh my goodness, what a benefit it would have been if we had had to, how much more we could have served daddy, how much more we could have served mama, how much more we could have served our mom, how much more we could serve our father had we had those instructions and those nuggets. And make sure you ask this, make sure you look for this. If they change, if they're taking this medication, look for this kind of change. Everybody's going to be different, but at least it would have given us an idea to pay attention to a particular thing. So a lot of heart went into creating that caregivers packet, and it's a big old packet. I don't even know what the charge is. I honestly don't know if I'll charge for it, but it's in my store attached to a price. But the fact that it is a beneficial guide, and I took that, I have no skills, no credentialed skills in being a caregiver, but I do have experience and I do have heart and I do have love and I do have concern. So if you're caring for somebody, it's very helpful to have a guide that you can refer to. I'm just saying, it is. And that is why that particular packet was created. So take a look at your experience, your knowledge, and your skills. Do you train people on your job? Have you streamlined something at your job, a process at your job that is now reshaping how y'all do business? That can be, although you use it on your 9 to 5, you created that thing. You can create it, put it in a product, and now you're generating additional income that's not tied to a job or a boss because you created it. I don't care if you did create it for them, you created it to streamline your position. You have that experience, that knowledge, and that skill. Put that in a product, stick it in a free store, create it with a free, with Canva. Why can't I think of what those are called? I don't know, but I can't, like Word Perfect, Word. Anyway, create it on Canva or Notions, however you choose to do it, or Google Docs. Create it, pretty it up, spice it up a little bit, and sell it. Generate you additional income. Create it one time, sell it worldwide. Let it generate income over and over and over for you. Whether you clock in or not, you can be asleep, start making money. I make money in my sleep. I do. And it's so wonderful. I make money in my sleep. So this is where I want to get y'all. I want to get everybody on this train. Anybody I can reach, I want to get you on this train. I really, really do. Because it can only be a benefit to you. And okay, y'all, like, wow, almost 1 hour, 57 minutes. Okay, I've poured into y'all as much as I can, and I hope you have found this valuable and useful. And I hope you take the advice and you employ some of these strategies to benefit you and your family. It can do nothing but raise your standard, raise your expectations, get you in the groove of creating things and generate money. I'm telling you, when you see that first sale coming in, it's going to be like, this thing can work because it can and it does. I'm living proof. So, everybody, have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Go with God. Let him lead you, teach you, bless you, and let him keep you. In Jesus' name, loving all of my YouTube family. Y'all be blessed. Bye.